There's a lot of things you can say about the Garbage Pail Kids. Just looking at them, you're gonna get some kind of reaction. But there's even more to say about the Garbage Pail Kids movie. So from the opening scene of the movie, we see a pail flying in space. This tells us that this pail contains kids that are made up of garbage and they come to Earth. This means that they are aliens, but we never learn from what planet or even galaxy or dimension they came from. But that isn't important because it just adds to the mystery of these kids. They land in Mr. Manzini's shop. He's a magician and keeps them in a pail, never letting them out. Luckily, we meet Dodger and accidentally lets them all out, and we see each and every one of them. Seeing these Garbage Pail Kids come to life is really neat. It's like they popped right out of the cards, and they look and sound just as if they would. The cards were funny to look at, and watching them in a movie is funny to watch. The story here is Dodger works in the shop for Mr. Manzini, but he's always being bullied by these other people. I say people because at first I want to say these are other kids or teens, but the movie never really says if they are teens or in high school, so I'm gonna say it's just this gang of thugs who keep bullying Dodger just because. No, seriously, they really bully him for no reason. They don't need his money. But Dodger has a huge crush on the main guy's Juice's girl, Tangerine. Get it? His name is Juice and hers is Tangerine, and they're a couple? At least I think they're a couple. They kind of do kiss, so I'm gonna say Juice claims her and Tangerine just lets him do whatever he wants to her. Tangerine is a fashion designer and makes her own clothes and sells them. The Garbage Pail Kids also know how to make clothes, so Dodger asks them to make some so Tangerine can like Dodger. Now that's all fine and everything, but we don't want to see the Garbage Pail Kids making clothing for the whole movie. I want to see them do wacky and funny stuff. Which we do. They go out into the city and do stuff like drive a truck, have a nice campfire, and even go to the movies. They even go to a bar and start a fight and gain all the bikers' respect as being tough. And as a bonus, they mess with the bullies and get payback for being mean to Dodger. Each of the Garbage Pail Kids have something funny they do. The one that is used the most is Nat Nerd and Windy Winston. Nat Nerd pees all the time and Windy Winston farts. The peeing one is so gross, it even grosses out the other kids. Well, maybe not gross, it just seems like they get annoyed by it. Valerie Vomit doesn't even vomit except this one time when they are playing cards. Alligator likes to bite toes off people, and Greaser Greg is just some tough kid that has a knife he whips out. Messy Tessie always has snot all over her face, and Foul Phil is just a baby that smells all the time. Each one are funny and all become friends with Dodger. Throughout the movie, we are reminded on how the Garbage Pail Kids are really ugly. Everybody who sees them is just disgusted by them. They are so ugly that a place that keeps people in jail for being ugly, the State Home for the Ugly, tries to get them. If there was an ultimate villain for the Garbage Pail Kids, this ugly jail would be it. Kinda weird how these ugly people work at the ugly jail go around trying to catch ugly things. They should be in the cell for being too old. That's what makes you not like these bullies so much. Everything they do is just ugly. Tangerine doesn't care about Dodger, she just uses him and the kids to make it as a fashion lady. Like these kids have done nothing bad to them besides those things earlier, but they never found out it was them. They break into the shop and take them to the ugly jail for no reason except for money. They just wanted to see their clothes in the fashion show. This is where Dodger gets really mad. That's when Dodger and Captain Mancini break into the ugly jail and save the kids and all the others trapped, and they go back to the fashion show and ruin it, causing a massive fight scene between Juice and Dodger. Oh wait, is she gonna do it? Yeah, Valerie Vomit actually vomits and it's nice and nasty. Totally worth the wait. The Garbage Pail Kids movie does a great job at showing the true ugliness. I mean, yeah, the kids have some gross things about them, but that isn't ugly. It's what it's on the inside that makes them attractive. They are kind and are good friends to Dodger, like helping him when they didn't need to. Dodger never judged them on their looks and got to know them and be friends. Once Dodger got to learn the true character of Tangerine, he forgets about her, saying he doesn't think she is pretty anymore. Tangerine and the bullies are the true ugliness in the movie. Maybe at first glance they seem alright, but they are mean, never smile, have terrible manners, don't do anything nice, and are selfish. Even Captain Manzini tells the kids in the beginning that ugliness is just mean and they should embrace their unique look, which is exactly what they do when they drive off. The entire movie has an ugly feeling to it, and that's to show that the world we live in has ugliness around it, and we have to get to know someone not based on how they look, but their personality. The Garbage Pail Kids, these kids that came from space, are not the ugly ones. They have the most likable traits in this whole movie. It's not about the outside, it's about what's on the person's inside that counts. But if you're gonna keep doing what Nat Nerd does through the whole movie, then you're just chasing others away with all that pissing you keep doing.
Oh, grow up. Gee, I thought it was funny.